When I first heard of JTA, I kept thinking of GTA, you know, Grand Theft Auto, the game where you steal things. Then I saw JTA Play, and that's when I realized JTA is actually a thief, and not so different from GTA.
Juan Toscano-Anderson's a rugged defender. He took it away from Carmelo. Percent from the three-point line over the last 6.
The truth is, Juan Toscano-Anderson is the quintessential role player that'll glue together a Warriors championship team in 2022. Let me show you what I mean. First off, I just want to say, I understand he's not a superstar MVP like Stephen Curry. I understand he ain't one of the best shooters in NBA history like Klay Thompson. Nor is he defensively stout like a Draymond Green. But in Steve Kerr's small ball read and react system, JTA is the type of player that makes the Warriors instantly better. I want to start off here by looking at the numbers, then I want to get a little into film action. Last season on the Warriors roster, for every player who played more than 15 minutes per game, JTA had the highest field goal percentage at 57.9%. If we look at effective field goal percentage, which takes into account both 2- and 3-pointers, he also had the highest at 66.7%, which in fact was higher than Steph Curry's effective shooting percentage. If we look at the whole league actually, and only include players who both played more than 50 games in the season and averaged over 20 minutes a game, JTA is second in effective shooting percentage, only behind DeAndre Jordan, who pretty much dunked every point. That says a lot about the 6'6" forward. Moving on, when it came to three-point shooting range, JTA also shot a tad over 40%, which will definitely do just fine. If any player can shoot 40% from three-point range over the course of the season, that'd be considered pretty good. Moving on. However, what's even more important than his shooting percentages are the types of shots he takes. Unlike some players who need the ball in their hands for long periods of time, JTA doesn't really do ISOs. The fact of the matter is, Toscano-Anderson keeps the ball in motion and shoots high percentage shots that the Warriors' small ball system is designed for. Let me show you what I mean.
That time by Draymond Green.
Curry, no look, Toscano-Anderson.
In this clip, JTA runs the floor hard in transition, and Curry passes it to him for an easy layup. Easy transition buckets are a huge part of the Warriors' DNA, and running down the court hard is an automatic for Toscano-Anderson.
That's key. So 2 quick team fouls. Keep attacking. Juan Toscano-Anderson does.
In this clip, JTA does a fake dribble handoff like Draymond does all the time, and just explodes to the rim. This is again another high IQ play that confuses the defense and leads to the highest percentage shot possible, a dunk. I am sure Coach Kerr loves this.
And culture. Truly was honored to get a chance to meet him when I was coaching the Golden State Warriors.
In this clip, after setting a screen for Steph, JTA rolls hard to the rim for the alley-oop dunk. The fact that he can complement Curry in this way and play above the rim is huge for the Warriors, as it adds another weapon for the 2-time MVP.
Look what he did. Instead of posting, screen on the ball and get some space from Green.
Next off, every three-point shot JTA takes is practically a wide-open three. When you're a 40% shooter from distance, every coach is going to want you to shoot open threes, and that's what JTA does, without hesitation. That is, unless Steph Curry's open.
On the ball, here's Wiggins again. The skip pass to Curry, 3 on the way. Yes, sir.
He's chasing down second shots.
Curry's three-pointer. Oh! Toscano-Anderson throws it.
Last off, JTA is capable of making high-energy plays that gets the crowd into the game and raises the energy of the team. This is another part of his game that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. Plays like this are morale boosters for the team, and that is invaluable, especially in a grueling 82-game season. What I wanted to highlight in those clips is, JTA is a high IQ basketball player that doesn't force shots. 9 times out of 10, he'll be taking a high percentage shot that whether it falls or not, you can live with. And it's not just on the offensive end, it's on the defensive end of the court as well. JTA stands 6'6" in height with a 6'10" wingspan, so although he isn't the fastest player on the court, by being in the proper position, JTA can definitely make it tough on opponents.
Steph got tied up and they peeled him.
Brooks on the break. Nice recovery by defense, though. Oh, no.
JTA steal! And Juan Toscano-Anderson.
You can't sleep when he's guarding you because JTA is always 110% focused. Having a two-way player who contributes on both ends of the floor is a dream come true for teams. Steve Kerr said it best when he said this about the Oakland native. When a guy knows how to play and he can guard multiple spots, he can play any combination, and that's real valuable to our team. He's not dependent on a certain combination. In pretty much every case, he makes whatever combination he's with better. And it's true what Kerr said. JTA does make whatever combination he's with better, and that's exactly what you need in a championship roster. Let's take a look at the numbers again. This time, we'll take a look at some of the best lineups the Warriors had in 2021. Last season, when looking at the top 5-man combinations the Warriors could employ, JTA was in 4 of them. These are the top 5 lineups which produce the most point differential, which means the lineups that outscored the opponents the most. If we drop a man and take a look at the top 4-man combination the Warriors employed, JTA was in that top lineup alongside Steph, Draymond, and Wiggins. JTA was part of the most effective 4-man lineup that consistently outscored teams by 15 points. The fact of the matter is, although he's not averaging a triple-double quite yet, JTA is doing a little bit of everything: points, rebounds, and assists. Going a bit more into the numbers, if you take a look at his 36-minute statistics from last season, which extrapolates how a player would perform if his minutes increased to 36 minutes a game, JTA would have averaged close to 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. I mean, those are pretty solid numbers. 1 more rebound and about 2 more assists, and that's going to be in pretty elite territory when it comes to all-around numbers. The fact is, having someone who does a bit of everything is exactly what the Big Three in Dub Nation needs. In fact, when I say a bit of everything, I really mean everything. Like everything.
Deflected. Toscano-Anderson with a save goes crashing over the scores table. Curry for 3.
Yep, that's right. In addition to the stat sheets, JTA will do the intangibles, like diving into the scorers table on a nightly basis to grab another shot attempt for Steph Curry, who did drain that shot. So keep it up, JTA. We need more of those dives. Nah, I'm just kidding. He actually got 35 stitches for that one and was put into concussion protocol, so just let some of those balls fly. We need you in the game. Anyway, moving on. JTA is the perfect player for the role that he currently plays. He's like what Bobby Portis was on the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks. Like what Alex Caruso was on the 2020 Lakers. You know, that fan-favorite guy who comes into the game, locks in, and just plays his heart out. I mean, Steve Kerr went on further to say this about JTA. Basketball. The way Toscano-Anderson plays basketball is energetically, smartly. He does it in a manner that sort of weaves everybody together. He really ties a lot of groups together. Almost every lineup we put him in, that lineup performs well. Man, what another nugget that fell into the Warriors' laps. I'm glad Minnesota didn't pick him up. Anyway, every championship team needs that hustle and bustle player who doesn't complain, who doesn't try and get his own points all the time, but who comes in, does their job, and compliments the star players. And that is why JTA is a critical piece for the Warriors in their championship quest in 2022. Have you ever wondered, though, what JTA's story is? I mean, a couple of years ago, he was in the G League, and now he's in the spotlight. If you said yes, then you'll want to click onto this video here, where we go over the story of Juan Toscano-Anderson and the mountains he had to climb to get to the NBA. It's an inspirational story, guys. Click it, watch it, and like always, I'll see you on the other side.